Today in Getting Real with the Housewives, the cast of Salt Lake City takes the crown as Us Weekly Reality Stars of the Year.
I just found this out. I had no idea. I had no idea that we were Reality Stars of the Year.
Plus, we go inside Wendy and Eddie's arrest and Bravo's reactions. And Teresa softens her stance on her brother Joe, while Erin tells us what she really thinks of Brynn's departure. Was that the right decision for her, you think?
Yes.
Yes.
Let's just leave it.
Let's just leave it there. We've got that plus so much more on today's Getting Real with the Housewives. Hey everyone, and welcome to Getting Real with the Housewives. A very exciting week over here at Us Weekly because it is the moment that you've all been waiting for, and we can reveal that Us Weekly's Reality Stars of the Year are none other than the cast of The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Now, not everyone has what it takes to make it multiple seasons, but Salt Lake City has had far less cast turnover than any other cities. What's the secret to their staying power? Well, Meredith tells us it's really just mainly being true to yourself, whoever that may be, and having your own take on things, your own authenticity. Here's more from our sit down with the cast.
There were big moments that bonded us, like, being swarmed by a SWAT team was a big bonding moment. I think Bermuda was bonding. It really, we really felt for each other in that moment. And I think that we continually to have those experiences where, instead of fighting with each other, there's an outside force that we all join up against to fight against. And I think that creates a really strong bond.
Even in our early seasons, though, I feel like that we went through a lot and we all went through it together. Even when they started the show out, we kind of suffered. We were battered, beaten, and we were ridiculed and lied on. And we kind of had a lot to endure to get to where we are. So the last thing we think of is, we're the best. I mean, we kind of think about our struggles, and I think it makes us more stronger, but yet we made it.
Yeah. We're grateful. I think we're grateful to each other and to be together and to be here together.
Like I said earlier, we're all very different. Our internal wiring is very, very different. If you say the same thing to all of us, you will get something completely different back. And I think that going through things that are traumatic together gives you a certain bond and a certain understanding of each other.
I love this. This is such a great issue. Make sure you pick up our Reality Stars of the Year issue because there's a ton of our favorites in there giving us interviews, and we count down our top moments of the year. But we have to get into some big Housewives stories of the week, including Wendy and Eddie, because they were arrested on multiple criminal fraud charges. A grand jury indicted the couple for allegedly staging a burglary at their Maryland home and filing false insurance claims totaling nearly $500,000. Authorities say that Wendy and Eddie reported luxury items missing after a 2024 vacation, including designer bags and Wendy's diamond anniversary ring. But investigators later found inconsistencies. Surveillance footage, social media posts, and even store receipts contradicted their story. Some items were allegedly returned for refunds months before the break-in. Now, detectives also uncovered an email from Eddie asking Wendy to help inflate the claim to reach their policy's max payout. The couple, who were reportedly struggling with debt, were released on bond, and they're looking forward to their day in court. Ashley Darby reacted to the news, telling a crowd in D.C., "We're making melodies, not felonies. Zen Wen is in the pen." While Andy Cohen said it was really sad and he's still a fan of Wendy. He called her a great housewife and said he's hoping it's all a big nothing. I mean, this is very unfortunate for Wendy and Eddie. They said that they're looking forward to their day in court. Hopefully it's just all a big misunderstanding, but this is not the first time a housewife has been arrested, and it probably won't be the last. But definitely let us know in the comments what you think could happen to Wendy and Eddie if they are convicted. All right, well, Real Housewives of Miami star Lisa Hochstein is taking her ex Lenny back to court, accusing him of violating their divorce agreement. In new court documents, Lisa says Lenny hasn't paid the full rent he owes or built the home he promised for her and their two kids. She claims the house under construction is smaller, not waterfront, and located near a noisy high school, far from the luxury they agreed on. Lenny, a plastic surgeon worth a reported $175 million, says he's in full compliance and claims Lisa's just being unreasonable. He even says he's been covering rent for Lisa and her boyfriend, but Lisa's legal team says this isn't about luxury, it's about honoring a contract. Now, with a hearing on the way, the battle of the Hochsteins is far from over. I thought we put this one to bed, but it seems like things are just getting back started again. I mean, if it's in the contract, he has to acknowledge what's in the contract, but I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. But I have to get your thoughts on the Real Housewives of Miami reunion. I mean, this is by far the best reunion that I've seen in years. I mean, there's so many amazing moments. The Haitian mortician, it just keeps going on, and it is the gift that keeps on giving. So sad to see Miami coming to an end, but based on this, I'm sure the headlines are going to keep rolling out. All right, well, Teresa Giudice is softening her stance on her longtime feud with brother Joe Gorga and sister-in-law Melissa. On the I Do Part 2 podcast, the Real Housewives of New Jersey star said she's reached out and plans to meet and speak with her estranged family, adding, "Time heals all wounds." Interesting. Teresa says that her daughter Gia inspired her to set a better example, emphasizing the importance of family unity. The Giudice-Gorga feud has spanned over a decade, of course, with wedding snubs, reunion blow-ups, and years of silence. While Melissa recently admitted the door has been closed, Teresa now says it's time to move forward and stop living in the past. No word yet on how the Gorgas will respond or if we'll see it play out when New Jersey finally returns, but this definitely could be a storyline if they decide to mend fences. Teresa seems open to it. The Gorgas, on the other hand, don't really seem to be on board, but only time will tell. All right, well, Real Housewives of New York City star Erin is keeping things vague about the show's future, but one thing's for sure, Brynn Whitfield is out. Erin told Us Weekly that Brynn's exit after a dramatic season 15 was definitely the right decision, adding she hasn't spoken to her since the explosive reunion. Take a look. You know, Brynn is not going to be coming back. She did announce that. Were you taken back by that, or do you think that was the right decision?
You want to get me started here.
Was that the right decision for her, you think?
Yes.
Yes.
Let's just leave it.
Let's just leave it there.
It was definitely the right decision for her.
Sure. Yeah. Have you spoken to her since?
No.
No. Yeah. Kind of. You got a lot going on. You got 4 kids. You got a book.
No,
you got 4.
No, it looks like that. I mean, she's removed herself from. Like it's. I mean, that whole thing was so. How are we supposed to all move on?
Move on from that. Yeah.
It was just a lot. It was just too much.
It was heavy.
It was heavy.
Yeah, like you said, you kind of we want to see you going out,
and that's what we do.
Yes.
We have so much fun together.
Right.
Like we really do.
Yeah.
So,
and I think that's what more of that. I am here for that. More of that. Yeah, it seems like things are still up in the air about New York, but I have a feeling, based on Erin's responses, that we'll probably get an answer at BravoCon, which is just a month away. But let me know in the comments what you would like to see with the future of RHONY. Do we want to mix some OGs with some newbies? Let me know, and keep commenting, keep subscribing, and we'll see you next week on Getting Real with the Housewives.